Affirmations are such a powerful tool when it comes to consciously creating your reality, and affirmations really work, and affirmations are really effective. However, what most people are not aware of is that every single perpetual habitual thought you have is also an affirmation. Every habitual thinking pattern you uphold is also an affirmation. So yes, you're using affirmations to brainwash yourself for a certain type of an experience, of a certain type of a reality. But at the same time, you are also brainwashing yourself with your unconscious habitual thinking patterns. And very often, these unconscious habitual thinking patterns counteract your positive affirmations. Because most people repeat affirmations for 5 minutes in the morning, and 5 minutes in the afternoon, and 5 minutes in the evening. And it's not enough to counter your old belief system and your old way of thinking. Because yes, you're repeating affirmations during this conscious moment when you remember to repeat them. But what are you thinking about every single day when you're not repeating affirmations? Are you feeding your mind abundance, love, joy, happiness? Are you thinking from the state of your wish fulfilled? Are you thinking from the state of you already experiencing the reality you want to experience? Or are you thinking from the state of lack and limitation? Because these thinking patterns, your everyday thinking patterns, will affect your entire reality. You see, we have between 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. 95% of the thoughts you have every single day are unconscious thoughts, which means you're not even aware you're thinking those thoughts because you're so accustomed to thinking them. 90% of the thoughts you're having today are the same thoughts you had yesterday. So in essence, you are running on autopilot. And the key is to establish the program that actually serves you, that actually allows you to create for yourself the type of reality you want to experience. Because you don't have to sabotage your reality with the belief system, with the thinking patterns that are not serving you. You certainly don't have to do this. But you have to develop this inner awareness of what's going on inside your mind and start deliberately choosing your thoughts. Because your inner conversation is nothing else than like a big chain of affirmations. So yes, it's incredibly good that you're repeating your affirmations in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening. But what are you doing between repeating your affirmations? So it's very, very good if you are aware of what you're thinking, because then you have the power to switch these thoughts into powerful affirmations. So when you catch yourself having a limiting belief about lack and limitation, you can immediately switch your thinking patterns and start thinking from the state of your wish fulfilled. It is so important because the more you catch yourself thinking thoughts that are not serving you, the more you start reprogramming your subconscious mind with new kind of beliefs and new kind of thoughts, and the more you start rewiring your brain and putting on a new identity and a new self-concept, you start thinking and feeling and acting from the new state, from the new self, from the new reality. And when you approach reality with this kind of attitude, then you turn into the conscious designer of your reality, and you no longer allow circumstances to happen to you. You consciously design your circumstances. So become aware of your everyday inner conversation. Apart from your positive affirmations, what are you thinking about all day? What are you feeding your mind? Are these thoughts and beliefs empowering, or are they disempowering? Do they contribute to you living the life of your dreams, or are they sabotaging your reality? Remember, you are the only person thinking inside your mind. You are the only person thinking inside your mind. Nobody else is thinking inside your mind for you, unless you allow them. This is very important, unless you allow them, because if you refuse to think for yourself, if you refuse to choose your own thoughts, then other people will happily place certain thoughts and certain beliefs in your mind. But if you are thinking for yourself, if you are aware of what's going on inside your mind, then it's time to start taking charge of your thoughts. And it's time to start letting go of the thoughts and beliefs that are no longer serving you. Because this is essentially how you reprogram your subconscious mind. You reprogram your subconscious mind through repetition of the new belief system. And in order to make this repetition effective, you really have to kind of like become a new person and start thinking like a new person and start feeling like a new person. Because whenever you do this, you create this state inside you, this different state of being, this different state of consciousness. And this state will essentially start affecting your entire reality. So let's take abundance as an example. Let's say that you want to manifest more abundance in your reality. That's amazing. And you do like your affirmation practice. Like 5 minutes in the morning, you repeat abundance affirmations. 5 minutes in the afternoon, you repeat your abundance affirmations. 5 minutes in the evening, you repeat your abundance affirmations. But then, let's say you go shopping and you look at the price tag of something and you're like, oh my God, like I'm so poor, I can't afford it. I never have enough money. Or you have to pay a bill. And immediately you're like, oh my God, like I have to pay this bill and I don't feel like I have enough money to pay this bill and I have like so much bills to pay and I have no idea where's the money to pay them gonna come from, and like all of these limiting beliefs. And do you think that this affirmations of yours, this positive affirmations of yours, repeat 3 times a day, will counteract like all of this like fearful thoughts you're having every single day, like all the time about money? No. And this is when you have to tell yourself, okay, now I'm going to become more conscious of what I'm thinking. Now I'm going to become more aware of what I'm thinking. And I'm going to shift the thoughts that are no longer serving me. I'm going to turn them around and I'm going to turn them into empowering affirmations. So when you become more aware, let's say you go to the shop and you look at the price tag and you start immediately in your mind affirming, of course I can afford it, of course I can afford it, I have infinite abundance, I am financially free, of course I can afford it, money comes easily to me, and you start feeling this abundance. You start feeling like an abundance person, and then you pay a bill and you can just like brainwash yourself, of course I can pay it, I can got so much money, I'm so rich, I'm so abundant, I always have more money than I need. And you start repeating this and you start feeling this. And the more you do this throughout your day, the more you start brainwashing your brain to think that you are already an abundant person, because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the imagined experience and the actual experience. So when you just like tune into some possibility, and you do this with emotions and you do this with intention, and you really feel into it and act into it and assume it, then your subconscious mind assumes that it's the current reality. And this is really when you start noticing this positive shift in your reality, because you're brainwashing yourself for a whole new type of reality, because you're putting on a new identity, an identity of abundant person. And sooner or later, your reality will have to reflect that new state of being. And the more you do this, the more you embody the state, the more you act from the state and feel from the state, the quicker this type of reality is going to come to you. And you're going to start attracting new opportunities. You're going to start attracting unexpected money. You're going to start receiving money sometimes out of nowhere, because this is how the quantum realm of creation works. You first become the energy you want to attract. You assume a certain state, and then this state is reflected in your reality. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope that right now you understand that there is so much more to affirmations than just repeating them 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, and 5 minutes in the afternoon. You really have to start thinking from your new state, from the state of your wish fulfilled. You really have to start brainwashing yourself for the type of reality you want to experience. And your thoughts are so powerful. Trust me, your thoughts are so powerful. Your thoughts are energy. So when you start embodying a new belief system, your reality will really start to reflect that belief system, because you are the creator of your reality, and your thoughts and your feelings create your energy. And they're such an fundamental part of creating your reality. So when you take care of your inner world, of your world of thoughts and emotions, and you really start tuning into new states and new possibilities, and start acting and feeling and thinking like the person you want to become, like the person who already is experiencing your desired reality, then your reality will start to reflect that, and you will manifest anything you want, and you will get the type of reality you want, because essentially everything always starts with you. It always starts inside you. So just pay attention to your habitual thinking patterns, because they are creating your reality. Establish a powerful program in your subconscious mind, a program that gives you abundance and love and joy and happiness. Brainwash yourself for the type of reality you want to experience, because you really have the power to consciously create your reality. If it resonated with you in any way whatsoever, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure to hit that subscribe button. And thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for listening.